Alberta has opportunity here to really do something. Alberta could be the new America. Alberta today is in like somewhat similar circumstances as the Americans were in before the revolution. You know, they're being taken advantage of by a faraway power, being disregarded, you know, having money taken for other people elsewhere, having their concerns ignored, and so on. And there's a possibility that Alberta could not just save itself, not just disrupt the country. I mean, Alberta could save Western civilization. Alberta could become the new America in the sense that they could put together a new country that was as free as anywhere on the planet and could rediscover what Western civilization was supposed to be about. Most of the Western countries around that we know about are going down the same kind of track. I mean, Canada is as bad as any place, and probably worse. But even the States is having its problems, right? They have a managerial state like we do. We all know what's going on in Europe. I mean, that's not looking very good, right? And so, you know, where else is going to find the way through this except Alberta? I mean, in Alberta, you at least have people who understand that, as you just said, that things are not right. We're going down a bad path. If you get enough of those people in this province understanding that, then you got a possibility.
Yeah.
Right?
See, what you just did there, this would be my advice for people who are leading this
Clip
charge.
that and repeat that.
is you let off with vision of what Alberta could be.
Yeah.
And that's the way that you're going to get people, if you want this to succeed, if you're going to get people to move across the line of, I hate change, I'm scared of the unknown, the new frontier, you have to paint such a vision of what it can be and stop focusing on just what the problems are, because problems are overwhelming.
Yes.
You have to lead with that.
You just fired me up about the whole idea.
You did?
Like,
Okay.
seriously.
At the beginning. What's your response to critics who say that this is just Western victimhood dressed up maybe in like legal theory?
Wow, that's a loaded sentence.
That sounds defensive to me. And so let's put it this way. Who cares if Alberta's grievances are legitimate or not? If you're a person living in Eastern Canada,
Like Jan Arden.
So if you're Jan Arden,
Sure.
and Alberta wants to go, then what business is it of yours whether or not the grievances are legitimate? I mean, aren't they a province? The people in the province, there's a process, or at least a little bit of one. If the people of Alberta don't want to be in Canada, then what do you care? Why would you be angry about that?
Why would you want to force that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have much time for that kind of reaction. I think that response, though, is not uncommon.
Yeah.
In other parts of the country.
What was interesting, we were in Toronto a couple weeks ago, and we just missed each other whenever we were texting you.
Yes.
And we were having dinner with big company executive in our business from Toronto. I got the impression, totally unaware of the realism of Alberta wanting, the sentiment of there's a lot of Albertans wanting to have their independence, not happy with the current state. Like almost just a bit of they're oblivious to it.
Yeah.
Like, is that really a thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
and I would assume it's probably representation of what maybe Eastern Canada actually is aware of, or
I think that's
thoughts
fair.
on that?
I think that's fair. I mean, it's not really on the radar as one of the problems that we should be focusing on right now in the country. I just don't think you'd find very much buy-in to that question.
Yeah. You think this is really about leaving Canada or fixing the existing system that we have?
I think it has to be about leaving Canada. So here's the way I've been saying this about negotiations. Here's the way to figure out whether or not you're winning or losing this negotiation. If you try to negotiate before your referendum, as in, you go cap in hand to the federal government, here's what we need to see, please will you build us a pipeline? Can we have that? Can you change this policy? If you are going to them, you are losing.
Yeah.
And if they are coming to you, then you are winning. If they're coming to you and saying, please don't go, how about this? Or how about that? What would make it better enough for you to be happy to be in this country with us? That's not happening. And it won't happen until and unless the idea is to leave. I don't agree with this idea of trying to fix the problems, because that means you're not serious about leaving.
Yeah.
You only get their attention if you are on the way out the door.
Actually leaving.
Right? It's just the same thing as, legal actions don't settle usually until you get to the courtroom steps. You're about to go into the courtroom and fight.
Yeah.
It's at the last minute. So you got to be going out the door before you'll get any serious attention from the other party.